Hi YouTube.
Get out.
Hello.
Today we have an orange Lexus, orange Lexus. Very simple, that's how I like it. I think this one's an import. We removed the speed limiter off it. I think it was limited to 120. Anyway, that's been done. Josh quoted an exhaust the other week. Customers decided to book in. This is where we're at with it. So we're going to be documenting a few more of our builds now. Now I've got the hang of how to use the GoPro. That's the old system. So Josh was scared because the pipes come off at a different angle. Yeah, you were scared.
Scared?
Yeah, you were scared. You've been shitting it. Shut up. Yeah, so the tips kind of sit, what's the word? Diagonally. Staggered. Just odd. But he's actually doing quite well because they look respectful.
Thanks.
They look straight. Anyway. Yeah, do you want to talk me through what you're doing?
Yeah, so he's having a valve system. Come up with a way of doing it where we've got obviously the valve fitted there. That's just sort of hot loud pipe. We're going to have a little cutout at the top here. And that's going to tee off.
As you've seen before with the
Similar to the M2.
new equipment.
Yeah, and then that's going up into that little res box up there. So you've got a sort of quieter driving setting.
Buckles in the way.
See it from that side.
Come around there. So through here, and then the valve, yeah, can't quite see very well. So valve closed, you say diverts. Where's that pipe going again?
Yeah, straight up here.
Just before, isn't it?
Yeah, just before the valve.
Yeah. Yeah, so once that's closed, this is going to be like the loud side.
Yeah. So yeah, when it's closed, everything's got to go up through the box.
Yeah.
And when it's open, obviously it goes straight out the back, straight through.
It's quite a nice setup then.
Yeah.
And then we've got we're using the remote kit, haven't we? The fob.
Yeah, and that little.
Have we? Yeah, we've ordered one in. So this remote kit is ordered in with the valves. We've got two remotes in case you lose one. You can't use it at the same time, so one's just a spare. Obviously, that's a vacuum pipe. I thought this come with a vacuum pump, which you need. You need a vacuum pump.
Unless it tees off, unless it takes that.
Yeah, so unless this system goes into the car, which I can't remember what we priced up. Yeah, so this one's probably going to go straight into the original vacuum of the car. Hence why we don't need a vacuum pump. But sometimes at the back, see if there's no routing or easy access for a vacuum to join into the existing, you need a pump. So yeah, we might have to reroute it somewhere, but that's later. So that's not a now job, that's a later job. So that would be quite nice. And yeah, we're just going to continue to watch Josh basically. So the vacuum kit is in. This is the pump that goes in the boot. So it's a small pump with a vacuum line. So this generates the vacuum. This is the receiver for the remote, the actual remote control. So that's where the signal's received. This wire we've actually threaded through the boot lining under the rear seats. So through them rear seats, through the bit of carpet, under the center console, through the center console, and straight into, in this case, the 12-volt feed. So that plugs straight in there. So we usually hardwire them, but because we can get access on this vehicle under the console, straight into the 12-volt feed. And then obviously when this shuts, you can't see any wires, any trace, any plugs. So obviously if that 12-volt feed was in the centre dash, you'd look a bit rubbish, because obviously you'd have a big plug hanging out and you can't use your phone, etc. So if we put the ignition on, you see the red lights on? So it's based on the ignition live, so it'll only work once the ignition is on. Once the ignition is off, the power will cut, so it doesn't drain the battery. And these are the remotes here. So we've got it wired up in place without this, without the exhaust system on. So the vacuum pipe comes down through this where the spare wheel should be, and then you got a T-piece here. So one for the right side, one for the left side. And then when this button is pressed for valves open, on, the pump, this signal will go to this receiver, the pump will fire up, the vacuum will then open these valves. So on, magic, and then off. Right, hang on. This one's faulty, that's why. Something wrong with the battery on that one, or the actual... There you go. Pick the one control on. So quite responsive. And then off. Just like that. Right, so quick little demo off the car. So this is where the original exhaust is going to bolt onto the factory system. Fumes coming through here. As you can see the valve there, so once that's closed, the exhaust gases will come through this pipe, and that will lead to a resonator. So this would be the quiet side, and then once the valve's open, it'll come through the straight piece. So we can just do a quick test of our remote. So on. Oh yeah, beautiful. And then off. Lovely. So now we clarify that's working. The car's going to be sat here now till Monday, because Josh doesn't do Saturdays, which is a great shame. So yes, end of day one. So day 2 of the build. Why do you have so many stands? Why do you have so many stands?
Eden, no.
4 stands.
What's rolled up?
5. Okay, now. Yeah, so one side's done, and the other side ain't. Simple as that. Just been uptown to grab a new cutting blade. So this one's been chewed up on the M2. So we've got a new one here for the second side, so we can get that fabricated in.
Hello.
We're going home on time today.
Do you reckon? I'd like to.
It's 4:15. Be nice to leave at 5. How are we looking?
Yeah. Just bolt it up. Get it bolted up and put the hangers on and it should be ready. Very soon.
Got a controller. complete then. So, is this the button that works? There's one button that doesn't work.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, because one of the buttons, the off button don't work. So that's closed. You see it actuate there. Quite a nice tone actually.
Right.
Do you want to bring it down and do a little sound test? I'll operate the remote. Beautiful. Very symmetrical. Do you think the tips are wonky or not? Do you think the tips are wonky?
You got it anyway.
He said they're perfect. Right. Hang on, let's just turn the valves off. Hang on. I don't think oh, there you go. Right, so this is off, so give it a rev. Alright. Now switch the valves on. Alright, rev it. Nice. Beautiful, mate.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. Take them outside for a rolling test.
Yeah.
Maybe down the back again. See if it gets inside noise.
Oh no.
Yes, it's open now. Yeah, you only hear it when it opens up.
Boxes doing the job, isn't
That's how you want it though, really.
Yeah.
I don't know if the GoPro will pick it up, but this is open and closed. See, you hear the difference? I bet the camera won't pick it up. Running out of road though, which is
Definitely hearing it though. Definitely hearing it.
yeah.
Yeah. Your valve's open, yeah?
Valve's open, yeah.